Hi, it's Steve from Parts Select. In this video, we'd like to show you how to release the door lock on a self-clean range. If you've ever had the occasion where you've done a self-clean cycle before a big meal and found out later the door is still locked, we'll show a few examples of how to release that door lock to at least allow you to use your range, and you may even be able to find out exactly what went wrong. Now, if your self-clean range doesn't have the manual lever to lock it for the self-clean cycle, it probably has a motorized device that locks it for you. Sometimes it's just a matter of turning the power off, turning it back on, and the locking system for the door may reset itself. So I would try that first. Now, if trying a power reset didn't work, you can also try starting another self-clean cycle and then canceling it as soon as the door unlocks. If that doesn't work, we'll need to go to the back of the range where we can mechanically disable the door lock assembly. So we'll next begin by removing that back panel, and then we'll locate the door lock assembly. On this particular Samsung range, it's located in the upper right rear corner as we face it from the back. And you can see that there is a metal rod that goes in underneath that main top, and that connects to the door hook that holds the door closed. So we need to remove that hook from the can. To do so, we're going to remove a couple of screws. Lift that motor and bracket assembly away. Now we can push that rod in far enough and mechanically unlock this door. Now that we've pushed that rod forward, we've verified that the door can be opened again, so we're at least able to do some cooking. Before we put the back on the range, we're going to look at that assembly, just do a little bit of troubleshooting, see whether there's a problem with that switch or the motor. If we don't find any obvious issues there, we'll have to do some further troubleshooting later on. In the interim, we'll reattach the bracket to the back of the range, but we'll leave the cam off there so that the door doesn't inadvertently lock itself again. Now, if your self-clean range uses a mechanical door lock, unlatching that is a different situation. Now, if you have a coil top with a mechanical lock, it's much easier to disable that. You simply need to lift up that top, and then you can access the latch mechanism and disable it from there. Now, before you attempt this repair on this style of range, you want to make sure that the oven is cool for sure. Once it's at a temperature that's safe to work with, we'll lift up that top and then remove the access cover so that we can release that door lock. On this GE unit, there's a small cover that we need to remove to get access to that latch assembly. Now, with this mechanism, you'll see that there is a small rod at the back there that holds that in the locked position. It needs to be released to push towards the rear of the range. So typically we could take a pair of needle nose pliers. So take our pliers and just grasp that shaft. And then you can release that latch and be able to get your oven open. You will need to correct the problem with this latch assembly before you attempt to reuse the self-clean, but at least we're able to open the door and continue to use the range. Thank you so much for watching this video. We certainly hope these tips were helpful to you and that you got your range unlocked and can get back to cooking some wonderful meals. For more videos on appliance repair, maintenance, and cleaning tips, be sure to visit our website. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.